Once I began to understand how easily, for me, I tend to focus on just my own story and the circumstances that are in my story, I realized that it's not actually disconnected from God's story. And that began to change my reference point. It allowed me to see God not just as a disconnected and uncaring God, but really as a loving and gracious Father. And so for me, prior to truly understanding the gospel framework, I wasn't able to understand how Jesus made a difference in my everyday. But learning what it means to abide really shifted my perspective. It impacted my soul in profound ways, in ways that I had never experienced in all of my years as a believer. I began to be reignited with a passion to see people more fully understand and apply the gospel to their everyday lives. I mean, in ministry, we can feel the pressure to have all of the answers, a lot of times even when we don't have a clue. But freedom comes when we believe that practically and not just in theory. When you reimagine your life with Christ, it changes how you think about the ways that we actually do and go about ministry. For me, it moved from just what things do I need to give people to let me guide you to experience how Jesus desires you to know Him, to obey Him, and to find rest in Him. I serve as the executive pastor at Salem Chapel, and in my role, I get to help actually bring collaboration and clarity to our staff in order to see that the framework is implemented across all of our ministries. Now, I think this has resulted in a discipleship culture that is pressing down what it actually means to abide in Jesus from the preschool all the way to the pulpit. I believe that if you ask most folks who are at Salem Chapel, what's the key to their discipleship? One of the things they would say is it's actually learning to abide with Jesus.